Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now it's time for your weekend tech tip, brought to you by Chevy Silverado.
This week's Chevy Silverado tech tip is interesting because yesterday the discussion, we were talking about P-Line's newest introduction, which we just talked about with Don Newman, right? The no-fade lifetime guarantee braid, first one that's ever been introduced to the market. Now, it switched relatively quickly to fluorocarbon, with some of the folks that I was talking with in particular, and the different versions and why there are so many different versions. So just to quickly break it down, you've got FluoroClear, which is a fluorocarbon-coated monofilament. Okay, so that's very much different than, say, a true fluorocarbon like the Tactical from P-Line, right? And then you even go to the SS Leader. Okay, this is materials made specifically to be your leader material. Now, obviously here on the Kershaw Tech Cam, you can see that there's a number of different versions here, and I don't even have all of them. I just have the ones that are more useful or used here in the Northwest. Matter of fact, I see one right behind camera 11 here that I should have grabbed. But anyway, the reason why there's so many different versions of fluorocarbon is the uses that you'll be doing with them, right? Leader material that is made specifically for your main line. The Tactical is not intended to be used as a leader material. This is meant for bass anglers, salmon and steelhead anglers, trout anglers, kokanee anglers, walleye, anywhere in the situation that you want to keep your main line invisible, right? And there's a number of situations like that. If you're a bass angler, if you're jigging for walleye, if you're throwing spoons or spinners for steelhead, there's a reason why invisibility is important in different types of fishing. But like a lot of us, we're running braided line, and then we're using a fluorocarbon like this SS or the higher end version, the CFX fluorocarbon from P-Line, as our leader material because it'll hide that. Right? The main line at that point doesn't become important. Who cares if they can see this, because it's not going to be in the zone or the situation where they're going to actually see it in a perfect world, right? So there's a reason for each one of these. And then if you start looking at the coated lines, like the fluorocarbon coated, which is the FluoroClear from P-Line, or even the C21, which is a copolymer fishing line, you don't necessarily have to have that invisibility, but it fits into the situation that you might be in better than, say, a braided line. Now, that all being said, if you are into chasing bass and walleye around, you really need to have the FluoroClear, the C21, and the Tactical in your arsenal, because you will be fishing in ways that your main line is going to interfere with the fish's willingness to bite. Again, in theory, not always are fish going to be so leader shy or mainline shy that they're not going to bite your baits, whatever it happens to be. But for us chasing steelhead right now, if we're going to be out on any river system chasing steelhead, it's typically going to be a braided mainline and a true fluorocarbon like the SS Leader and the CFX. The polymers, the copolymers, and the fluorocarbon coated, not necessarily what you need. You need the leader material, not the mainline material. So just kind of focus on that and then think about what you'll be doing with that particular setup. Anyway, got to cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up, give you an idea what we got going on for this upcoming weekend in this